Chairman Nigerians in Diaspora Commission ABIODUN has stressed the need for post-traumatic therapy for Nigerians evacuated from the crisis in Ukraine. While receiving the American Society of Safety Professionals in Abuja, Ms. Dabiri Erewa urged the professional body to remain agents of change, uplifting and fostering Nigeria's global image. President, American Society of Safety Professionals, Nigerian Chapter, COVABIODUN disclosed that the organization is willing to volunteer in reintegrating returnees.
Now we have a lot of diaspora groups and associations all over the world, so all you just need to do after all this is done, we can link you up with them and then they get to know more about your association. And like you said, safety is for everybody. Everybody needs it. You know, it's part of our daily life. So I think it's something everybody should be involved in. So wherever you are, whether it's in Dubai or Saudi or Liberia, during COVID-19, we actually got a group of the diaspora together and they gave equipment worth almost over 50 million naira. You know, PPEs to every state of Nigeria. So that's what we'll try to do, partnership, volunteerism, you know, giving back to your country and your society.
A lot of Nigerians that are in diaspora are willing to communicate with us and also interact and network. So that one gives us a very, very impressive idea that if we really had a good relationship with the NIDCOM, it will really go a long way to make our ASSP excel in diaspora, whereby all our people, Nigerians, can be able to network with us and so that they link up so that we will make something better for our country.
Hundreds of residents in Igbologun, a riverine community in Lagos, have benefited from a medical outreach organized by the International Visitor Leadership Program, a United States professional exchange program. Although the residents were all smiles as they received free medical checkup and drugs, they are asking the government to build and equip hospitals, schools, and provide other basic amenities for them. We have details in this report. On board a 30-seater boat are alumni of the International Visitor Leadership Program, and they are on their way to Igbologun, a riverine community in Lagos. It takes about 15 to 17 minutes to get to Snake Island, also known as Igbologun, under Amu ward of the local government area of Lagos State. When the team arrived at the jetty, the people were already seated, waiting for the goodies the visitors had. Igbologun, a community of different tribes, culture, and religion. Today, it plays host to the United States Consulate, an alumni of the International Visitor Leadership Program, a U.S. Department of State professional exchange program.
The things the U.S. mission in Nigeria does is we have different exchange programs. And this program in particular is called the International Visitor Leadership Program. They go to the United States for a professional exchange program. While they're there, they're paired with mentors, they go to different institutions, they gain new skills, new resources. And then we ask them, you can't just come back to Nigeria and just go on with your life. Now you have to give back to your community.
We believe that grassroots development is very crucial to nation building. That is why we take one community at a time. Through the help of the United States government, we are here today, to sensitize them on health issues and do free medical tests and give them drugs. And also we brought, clothes, food items and toys for the children to make it memorable.
It is said that the population here keeps growing. According to locals, there are about 500,000 persons, an overwhelming number for the visiting health staff and caregivers.
The health center we have is functioning, but cannot really cope. When you see the population you have seen today, it cannot really cope with that population. And for this kind of group to remember there are people living out there is very wonderful.
Snake Island has been in existence for decades, yet it lacks basic social amenities like schools, good roads, hospitals, and potable water.
That was brought down today was the first program that I would say we really appreciate, because we need a lot of development in this community, but the government are not coming with a lot of development. But this one that they brought now is an evidence that we are going to see more of it. If the NGO can even help us to come and bring doctors down here, we really appreciate it.
U.S. Mission in Nigeria supports a variety of exchange programs such as this, and it focuses on promoting and strengthening the economy of the country. Sarah Yeku, TVC News, Lagos. To politics now. Sokoto State Governor and presidential aspirant on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Aminu Tambuwal, visited stakeholders in Kaduna over his desire to become president in the year 2023. He noted that his ambition is aimed at rebuilding the country. The Sokoto State Governor added that having worked in the judiciary, legislature and executive arms of government, he possesses the necessary qualities to provide good governance if elected.
We need someone that can unify this country, someone that is pan-Nigerian, someone that understands the dynamics of governance and modern-day governance of 21st century. When you talk about democracy, someone possibly that has democratic governance experience in terms of either being in the executive arm of government or in the legislative arm of government. And when you talk about governance and governing a country like Nigeria, you must not relegate the judiciary.
Stakeholders in Ogun State under YEWA North local government have unanimously endorsed the state governor, Dr. ABIODUN, for the second term in office based on his achievements in the last 3 years. They also appealed to the chairman, Senate Committee on Finance, and the current senator representing Lagos West at the Senate to come and represent them in Ogun West. TVC News correspondent Kazim Olowe reports.
It was a carnival-like atmosphere at Ayetoro, the administrative headquarters of YEWA North local government in Ogun State. Politicians, artisans, traders, women group and different associations converged on Unity Primary School Ayetoro to discuss the state of things in the state and the senatorial district and to decide where to go in 2023. One after another, they expressed their minds about different achievements of the current administration in the state and agreed to support the governor for another term in office.
Without doubt, the governor of Ogun State, Prince Dr. ABIODUN MFR, has performed very well in bringing governance closer to the people through people-centered projects that are conceived and implemented in a bottom-up approach. I am satisfied that he has done better than many previous governments in the state.
YEWA North and indeed Ogun West has fared better under Prince Dr. ABIODUN than most previous administrations.
They singled out the senator representing Lagos West, Solomon ADEOLA, popularly known as Yayi, as their preferred candidate for the Ogun West senatorial district.
Senator Olamilekan ADEOLA, popularly called Yayi, is not currently carrying our mandate in YEWA North. Despite that, his positive impacts in our local government are unmistakable. Empowerment programs for women and youth, scholarship to indigent students, and support to many CDAs and town associations. Yayi has indeed extended hands-on fellowship to us.
We've seen what he could do. He performed excellently well. And so we now say, oh, if our son could do that for them in Lagos, it's high time we call him back home.
Despite the fact that he's representing Lagos West, he has been doing more than those representing us in Ogun State at present.
The pledge to mobilize massively in support of the two of them and ensure that they get to office in 2023 in order to enjoy more inclusive governance and quality representation at the Senate. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Ayetoro.
Still in commemoration of the International Women's Day, a Lagos-based advocacy group has embarked on a peace walk to sensitize families in suburbs like Ojuelegba and Yaba. They're canvassing that all biases against women be set aside. Regrettable for them is that on the first day of the Women's History Month, which is March, the Nigerian legislature voted against 5 bills sought to promote more opportunities for women in political parties, governance and the society at large. Armed with placards, the gender rights advocates walked across markets, streets along the way, speaking to whoever listened about how important women are in developing society.
I've embarked on an advocacy peace walk for gender equality to commemorate the International Women's Day and also to reorientate and sensitize the mindset of people around about the rights of women, which are also human rights and which are valid. We ask that people collaboratively work together to break the bias, to break the stereotypes, to break the sexual violence that is being done against the females because of their genders.
Women have been the most segregated aspect of the society which they are part of. Women suffer from decisions that they were never part of when they were making those decisions. And we are just here to tell them that, okay, right now women should be in the space of leadership, support a woman and ensure that women have that space to be able to, bring out their full potentials in them.